Drop it, creep. Dead or alive, you're hearing my review on the Robocop trilogy. Anyhow, hashtag wow, hashtag now. And I got finished watching the Robocop trilogy. And what are my thoughts on it? You're going to be surprised. It turns out that the last Robocop movie, Robocop 3, actually is, well, pretty good. Now, I know this is a part of I had more technology and people. I probably added to the whole, like I originally was going to have a Weird Al movie where everybody just freezes into place, or and then add in like the whole, yeah, the Joker interview where the guy's like, okay, I'm waiting to hear the joke. And you know what? There's no joke. I bought, as you see here, RoboCop. This is the rated X version. No, not. For those who are not familiar, no, it's not a porn parody. They call it rated X because back in the days, ask your parents. Movies would push the envelope. It was a G. They try to push it as far as they can to slightly be less than PG. It was PG to push it to be slightly less than PG-13. You get the pattern here. Rated R movies really push the envelope. Best example, South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. 399 swear words made it a rated R movie. 400 swear words would make it a rated X movie. Again, they changed it to NC-17 because, again, people think, oh, rated X, it's that type of movie. No. It was just too much violence, too much swearing, where rated R, it was like even beyond rated R. So anyhow, yeah, here's the director's cut. They call it director's cut now versus what you actually would have called it before. Anyhow, yeah, there was like less blood, few less bullets being shot at somebody during that whole introduction to Ed 209, and that's what did it. You got RoboCop 2, which, again, it's a good movie, but again, it feels like kind of like the idea of Rambo versus Rambo 2. Rambo, the first RoboCop movie, like the first Rambo movie, was more of a drama. People took things a little more seriously. It was more guy trying to going through trauma and trying to understand themselves. RoboCop, they made it clear it's more of a Jesus type thing, being resurrected, crucifixion. Even the part where he says, "Oh, he's walking on water," and the idea of like the second coming. I'm not going to be so nice. Invest in a spear. And more dramatic, and of course, it starred by a character that played that '70s show and now that '90s show. Okay, I can't remember his actor's name, but I refer him as Red Foreman. Anyhow, now of course, two. I mean, I heard some people didn't like it, but come on, it's RoboCop. How many times could you say a cyborg is battling another cyborg that's addicted to drugs with a chain gun with a straight face, and had that be normal? Again, it's a nice look to it. It's a nice idea. And I think it works. I mean, there's some silly moments in it, but it's a RoboCop movie. They're established that they're going to goof on things about what is and what will be. So I thought they were both fun movies. One took it seriously. One decided, let's be a little more cartoony. As for the third one, I was hesitant to actually buy this one. It had a commentary to it, so I liked that one. But honestly, yeah, watching again, the story actually wasn't that bad. The action scenes, and they made a point in the director's commentary. They wish they did the action scenes a lot better. For some reason, they tried to, I don't know, even they thought it was silly. Tried to market to kids. I mean, they even did mock this one scene where there's actually a pimp out there. And they say, "Mommy, who's that, man?" And it's like, well, that's a pimp. I mean, yeah. And we all know. Again, ask your parents. Back in the day, a lot of rated R movies had toys to market to kids. Like how? When some kids, Rambo had a cartoon. That's not a kid's movie by any stretch. I'm surprised Terminator waited a long time to get a cartoon, and that's not even for kids. Again, I like to bring this up. Aliens did make a cameo appearance as a movie in Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers. Again, it's a few second scenes, closest thing get to an alien cartoon, but it also kind of predicted one day Disney will own Fox. So that's a nice little touch. But anyway, getting back to RoboCop 3. Why do I felt it was a better movie? I think it's because this is 2025, and we're close to the year 2026, which means that'll be almost the 10th anniversary of the woke mob, woke activists taking over Hollywood and crapping on our movies. And seeing the crappy writing, yeah, you can see maybe the movie wasn't as bad as we thought it was. I thought the villains were competent. I think the idea of these two meth heads, well, I'm saying, how do we shoot Robocop? Well, shoot him in the mouth. Well, yeah, that makes sense. It's the only part that isn't armored. And when things didn't work out, it's like, no, let's just give up. And frankly, I think that smart decision saved their lives. You got plenty of. There's one scene I wish they did differently for 3. It's like I felt instead of the guy getting fired and crying and shooting himself, I felt like, well, you're firing me? Yeah, who hasn't fired and shot the guy? But well. Anyhow, the movie actually did show competent villains, and I like the idea, the theme of what RoboCop 3. A lot of these movies today don't know what they want to be. This one actually knows what I want to be. A choice between sticking with comforted lies from a greedy, stupid corporation, or letting it go and helping families and friends. And every character has that choice. They're about family and friends, or live with a comforting lie. Even the part at the end where the cops decided we're going to quit. And this guy tries to say, well, you're going to forego your pensions. Well, you're a bankrupt company. You're not going to give us money anyhow. They decided to fight along. The fight scenes could have been a lot better. Even the director pointed out it could have been better. But all in all, yeah, I think the RoboCop trilogy still works even today. We got a drama from the first one. The guy losing himself and trying to refix himself with a friend of Lewis. The second one, he almost comes in tap. I mean, in the end of the second movie, he's like, Lewis is like, oh, I can't believe he got away with it. With RoboCop saying, patient, Lewis, after all, we're only human. Again, it's a nice touch where people realizing, okay, it's not the ending they wanted, but he knew in time they will get their ending. The third one, not as bad as I thought it was. As I remember, it's still a pretty good movie. Could have been better. Yes, again, as the director keep pointing out. But all in all, it was actually a fun movie. But what do you guys think? Did you guys rewatch the RoboCop trilogy? What were your thoughts on it? Was it better than you imagined it? Was it worse than you imagined it? Well, again, write in the comments below. Like and subscribe to my video, and hope your day sucks a little less.